This is your Sports Boys. And today we'll be talking about how Dalvin Cook just went to the Jets. How do you feel about that, Vikings fan?
I don't think it's that good because they just got Brees Hall back, so they're paying $20 million for a backup running back.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a good point. They have a potential star on their team, Brees Hall, and they have Aaron Rodgers, so they have no salary cap to be paying a position they don't need.
Exactly. Brees Hall is, I think, one of the most solid, rookies, actually, last year. They had some other good ones, too. They had, Kenneth Walker. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Brees Hall was just a little bit better, and if it wasn't for the injury, I think he's a franchise player, so I don't understand the Dalvin Cook because, like they said, no salary cap whatsoever. So,
Yes, sir. And then we have, Jordan Love doing good in the preseason, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's his, season going to look like?
is the Packers' season going to be saved by it?
No.
No?
No receivers.
Yeah, that's right. They have no receivers.
No.
Their defense is okay, but it's falling apart.
Yeah. They're definitely into rebuild mode, and I'm not sure that Jordan Love's the QB that they need, but judging by the preseason, maybe it is. The preseason was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 touchdowns in his first 3 games.
Yeah. He was really good. So,
Yeah.
if you haven't looked at his stats on that stuff, make sure you do. We can probably pull those up here in just a minute, but we do have a few things to go over, so we're going to go on to our next topic, but overall, all of us really said that Dalvin Cook wasn't a great trade by them. There was a lot of other teams that could use Dalvin Cook that didn't have running backs, or young running backs that have a real good future.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have worked really well in Miami.
That's true. They don't really have a running back.
That's true.
They have Tua, he's all right.
Yeah. They also do have a lot of, a really high
Tyreek
salary, too, though.
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. And
Xavier
imagine how much
Howard?
you're going to have to pay them over the next few years, too, though.
I feel like Tyreek Hill's salary is not going to get much bigger just because he's not as young as he used to be.
Yeah, the Dolphins could be one of the best teams, especially if they would have pulled the trigger on the Dalvin Cook trade.
Yeah.
I really do believe that. I think they're still going to be one of the best teams.
Yeah.
I just think Tua being out so much was such a bad thing for them because obviously he's a great quarterback. He's proved that. And
Those concussions really hurt him.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to our next topic, which is the T.J. Hawkinson contract. And I think that's a great, way to get another threat on offense with Jay Jettis and, Jordan Addison coming up.
Yeah. I think it's crazy good signing.
Yeah.
He's obviously one of the best tight ends in the league right now, and imagine that in the future, too.
Yeah. Well, if he does fall apart, starting to fall apart, then he's good trade value still.
Yeah.
Because how
So-
big his contract is.
I'm pretty sure they got rid of Irv Smith, am I right?
I don't think they did.
Okay. Well, if they still have him, and per se, I guess, T.J. Hawkinson does fall apart, then it seems like they have a backup, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
think they do.
I think Irv Smith's really solid. In any Madden seasons, it'll show that he's crazy good.
Yeah, he isn't the best, though.
No, he's not the best. Definitely wouldn't want to have him as tight end number 1, but it'd be fine
yeah.
if T.J. Hawkinson got injured too or something, just for a few games, he could hop in. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw something on ESPN that said he's, the highest paid tight end right now, over George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
wow, that's crazy.
I don't know if that's over 8 years.
I don't think it's 8 years.
How?
I said it was 8 years. I don't think it's right.
But
it's
anyways,
still a big contract.
Travis Kelce, he's insanely good. But how much longer is he actually gonna stay in the league?
How old is he? 30?
Yeah, a little older than 30, I think, for sure. Probably like 34, maybe.
Yeah, he's really physical though, so
Yeah.
I think he could last like Tom Brady.
But I'm just wondering, like, whenever Patrick Mahomes doesn't have him, what's gonna happen? No Tyreek Hill anymore.
Yeah, a
No
lot of their
Travis
big
Kelce.
plays comes from Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, because he just plows over anyone, and
Yeah.
like, even if Patrick Mahomes doesn't even throw a good throw, then it's still easy for him.
Yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes usually throws a good throw though.
Mhm. Usually.
And then like Matt Corral though.
Matt Corral. Let's see what we have written on our paper. So, he's claimed by the Patriots, but this is at a cost. Bailey Zappi and who else was it?
It was the
I don't
Like-
remember his name, but it was
Lamar Jackson.
yeah,
type
the
dude.
Lamar Jackson type dude who actually did really good in that preseason game.
Yeah.
And I thought he was one of the more successful quarterbacks on the team during that time. Obviously, we didn't see Mac Jones play, so obviously not probably more than him, but he probably would have been a good back.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Corral's not bad, though. I mean, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know he was on the Panthers. You don't really have any options because I'm pretty sure the Vikings got N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, but N'Keal Harry was never might be able to.
Yeah, and since we're talking about the Patriots here, their new corner, I think he's gonna have talent.
I've said from the first day, still of the draft, but I think everyone knew that, kind of, but yet no one picked him, right? So I
Yeah.
think he's pretty solid. They do have some decent cornerbacks, too, I think to talk about for sure.
Yeah,
They're-
Matt Judon.
Not sure we want to talk about their offense too much, but they did get Ezekiel Elliott, so that's going to
Yeah.
be really good for them because they've never really had an insane running back, well, in the
Yeah.
recent years, like they used
Yeah.
to back in the day, but yeah, he's an up-and-coming
He's a tank.
stud. He's
Didn't
going
they
to be
pick up
crazy.
James Robinson and then just drop him?
They dropped him, like, not too long later, and I thought he was really solid. I wonder if it's just because of Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, they probably couldn't pay both of them.
Probably.
And Richard. And
I think that's all I have to say about the Patriots. I think they're going to be pretty solid, so
Yeah, they got some upgrades
Yeah.
on offense. Their defense is probably top 10 with Bill Belichick and Matt Judon.
yeah.
yeah.
And then they did also get another really good like coach and stuff, so they're chilling,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. But obviously they do have a lot of work to be done, but I think this off season was a work towards it.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks that like Ezekiel's old and washed, but he's not, cuz he's actually really young. He's like 27. So,
yeah. You remember how we were saying the Dolphins and Tua was all right?
oh, if it's just chilling over there.
I feel like that shows the leadership from Tua. So
Yeah.
Show the Dolphins that he can be there for a long time.
And he shows that he's really nice to
Yeah.
others, which is obviously a good thing, cuz if you have a player on your team that you don't like, then you're never going to like, especially if it's a wide receiver quarterback duo, then you're never going to be able to catch for him or throw to him if you don't like him, you know?
Yeah, you're just gonna hit your other wide receivers,
Mhm.
but
But with Tua doing that, I don't think it was just for him to be liked. I think that's just the kind of person he is, you know?
yeah,
Isn't he from like Hawaii?
Probably,
I
honestly.
think he's like.
I don't know.
is.
So, Josh Jacobs signed a 1-year contract. I feel like that's not the best move for the Raiders because once they get rid of Derek Carr, now they have Jimmy Garoppolo, who's not known. He can run it, I guess, but he's used to like handing the ball off. With
the line is really young, so it's not like they're gonna like block the best against like Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, all those people.
And they're, like,
Yeah,
I just think that Josh Jacobs is like insanely good, so I don't know if he's only getting a 1 year. Why is he satisfied with that?
yeah.
He
I don't-
knows that he's one of the best running backs in the league.
that one game where he had like 400 yards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he deserves more.
I think he's one of the best running backs in the league, and
Yeah,
I'm not kidding about this. Like,
and
and if I was him, I would have went elsewhere or told them to pay me more.
yeah, because they have the money. Because who are they paying?
Max Crosby.
Yeah, Max
Devontae
Crosby.
Adams.
They don't have that much though. There's two people.
And then they got Jimmy. He probably wants a lot of money, but
He sucks.
yeah, he's
He just wanted to be the Lions and run in the back.
all that or what?
Yeah.
So now I guess we were going to talk about the Patriots QB situation, but we kind of already talked about that.
Yeah.
So I guess now we're going to talk about looks like the Bengals defense. So we're going to give this over to Ridge because he's the Bengals expert.
It sucks. They lost their safeties.
Okay.
They drafted a lineman, like a D lineman, Miles Murphy. I haven't watched the Bengals play in the preseason because I haven't had time. But, they already have a good D line. I don't know why they only got Miles Murphy for Patrick Mahomes.
For Stephon Diggs. And I actually think it won't happen anymore, but
Yeah. Stephon Diggs is clutch.
Stephon Diggs is so good nowadays. I don't know what year that was, but I feel like Joe Mixon was always better.
He's pretty good.
That
Our O-line sucks, so it's surprising how good he actually does.
All right, that takes us
To the
to the
Vikings?
Vikings.
Yes, sir.
So what's there to talk about?
They're
Their new
cracked.
defensive coordinator Brian Flores, who played for the Steelers, and the Steelers' defense was good with T.J. Watt.
Oh,
They also got Brian Murphy. They got this undrafted free agent who's been popping off in the preseason. His name's Ivan Piss Jr. Just undrafted. He's probably gonna start now. He's just
Really?
popping off.
he's just doing that good?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Their offense is just
That's
under-
crazy. That's
beatable.
like all it takes sometimes. It's just like one good game or a few good games, and you can just be right there. It's
Yeah.
hard. NFL's hard, so.
Yeah. So Jay Jettis' route running, it's just good.
Like, everyone who's watching this, I think, probably knows that J.J. Jettis is, like, cracked, and he's probably the best wide receiver in the league, honestly.
Yeah.
There's, like, a few people that I might take over him, but I don't even think I would, honestly. So.
And I'm not really confident about our general manager because last year he got 3 defensive linebackers and they all got injured.
Okay.
Like this kid named Caleb Evans got 3 concussions in 3 games. Brian Asamoah got a broken arm. We might need to fire him next year if he can't find diamonds in the rough.
Okay.
Yeah. And then our last topic I think about is we're going into the rookie QBs.
And just, mainly rookies, just anything they're doing in the preseason.
There's 3 of them. There's Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, and C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
And Anthony Richardson is like Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
He can run. He's okay at throwing.
But he's not super accurate. He wasn't very good in his
Yeah.
last game as far as passing goes, but he did have decent running yards.
Yeah. And Bryce Young, he can pass, but he can't run. But he doesn't have anybody to pass to.
I think that he can run if he needs to.
Yeah.
Actually, but you're right. Who's he going to pass to? But I think this is the start of the Panthers building something. So,
Yeah. And then C.J. Stroud, I think he's pretty good, actually.
yeah.
Because he knows the game. I feel like he studies it
Yeah.
a lot. The playbook.
And I think he might even know it more than Bryce, honestly.
Yeah.
It just feels like he knows the plays and he knows what to do.
It's like he knew where he was getting drafted to before the draft.
Yeah.
So he just started
He
studying.
just started studying their playbook.
Yeah.
I wonder if they really do know like that. Obviously Bryce Young knew.
Yeah, Bryce Young already knew he was going first.
Yeah, but the only thing he probably didn't know was what team exactly he was going to.
Yeah.
So.
I think it was a good play in the draft to trade up to the 3rd pick, so they got the 2nd and 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the 2nd and 5th?
Oh yeah. The Texans made the best trade in the draft, getting Will Anderson and C.J. Stroud, which I think are 2 of the most knowing the everything in football. They know what the
Will
game is.
Anderson was probably the most NFL ready. Line and defense, anyways.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's like so hyped about Bryce Young that they're forgetting about those people like Will Anderson and CJ Stroud and all those other players that actually know the game just as well.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Will Levis didn't get drafted earlier because,
But he went to the exact team that needed the QB.
they're not even starting him.
Yeah. They got who they wanted. Will Levis, and I think Will Levis should be happy to go there just because of the fact that if someone's not performing, he's right there, He's ready to go in the game.
But they also did draft Malik Willis last year. And they just drafted Will Levis. And so,
Yeah. And then Malik Willis doesn't even play. It's like that bald guy who plays most of the time anyways. And, who knows who he is even.
Yeah, I feel like Tennessee doesn't think right.
No. They don't know exactly what to go for. They have so many holes in everything.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is pretty good.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of holes that they could fix. But, yeah, if we're talking about something that is good on their team, defense would definitely be what we're talking about.
And they did trade away A.J. Brown for, I don't even know.
That was one of the dumbest trades they could have ever done. A.J. Brown is a stud.
Yeah, I don't even know why they traded him because
I thought that he was good even before he went to the Eagles. I feel like everyone did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who he traded him for.
Yeah, then the Eagles just have a way better quarterback and he goes off.
Yeah.
Imagine with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I can imagine how good he could be.
Imagine if they kept Tyreek Hill and got A.J. Brown. I feel like they wouldn't have enough money.
Yeah, but
That'd
the Chiefs have so much money. They're in the NFL. The Lakers can literally get any player in the league that they want. I know this portion's not about anything the Lakers because I don't want to talk about the Lakers that much. But they somehow have the most money in the whole entire league, and they can get Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and all these other just random. Trae Young. And probably along with Kyrie Irving and Trae Young coming to the team just because they have that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking on rookie quarterbacks, you guys hear the Trey Lance trade to Dallas?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I did. And I feel like
What is that?
Dak Prescott sucks in the playoffs. They're I feel like Cowboys are the best team in the regular season, no doubt. And then in the playoffs, they don't know how to do anything.
But that's the thing. Is that the start of them saying that, Dak, if you don't step up, we actually might replace you with not a rookie,
he's
but
really
a young
young.
quarterback.
He's young, and he's never really even played.
He hasn't got a chance. So, how do they know he's all that? But at the same time, I think they're kind of just trying to scare Dak Prescott to show him that, they're not scared to replace him,
Yeah. And Trey Lance did start out playing, and then he got injured. And then I feel like they haven't played him. And so this might be his restart.
This might be exactly what he wanted. I think that might be what he was trying to say, that he wanted to just have somewhere that he could start his career fresh after injuries and everything. And he knows that he's not going to play over Brock Purdy because of last season.
And even Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is above him too.
Yeah.
That's why he requested the trade. Because he doesn't want to be a third-string quarterback on the team that could use him. He's still the third quarterback? Fourth?
River's not even in the pod. He's getting in on this crap, bro. Yo, maybe we'll pause it for a second, and then in our second segment we can have River get on and tell us all our mistakes.
Well, maybe it's preseason, so it could change. Especially with Dak Prescott, if he sucks his first game, they're probably just gonna drop him and drop him and drop him.
I think they're gonna give all these teams that have Asian quarterback that have a rookie behind them. If they don't step up until the Pro Bowl, they're gonna.
They just try to scare them with those young rookies, and then it sometimes makes them perform better, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But if they're all that, then they'll step up. But if they're not that good, then they won't.
Yeah. I think that pretty much wraps up the podcast.
Unless River's trying to get on this for a second, then maybe we could just pause it and do another segment here in a minute.
I don't know. I think we got everything, really.
Dude, there's so much stuff happening all the time, bro.
Yeah, we might have to make another, and like soon here.
Yeah, we got some time over these next few days. We have some holiday type things going around where we live, so we have a little bit of time to do some stuff, you know.
Yes,
so
sir.
Definitely be subscribing, you know, if you want. I mean, it's up to you, but
Yeah. I mean, at least watch the video.
yeah. And like, even if you don't have an account, just a view is good.
Yes, sir.
So, anyways,
This was your Sports Boys, over and out.